All right. All right. All right. So let's begin. A chilled, misty night hangs over the industrious mountainside city of Hupperdook. The scent of recent rain on the air as you walk the muddied path. The nightly festivities have already begun, with the elevated section of the city known as the Idleworks shelf all light with colorful lanterns and streamers. The distant sounds of music and firecrackers echo from hundreds of feet up the stairs of the mountain. You arrive at a quiet, dark field of the assembly yard, passing massive forges and partially constructed war machines. All the city's industry has seemingly been abandoned for the night, while the workers of Pumperduke unwind in celebrations of the upper city. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start by describing all the characters. As you can either be already established as a single group or just now meeting each other as you guys are making your way up the steps into this town. We'll start from the right side and go to the left. So we'll start with the turtle.
Oh, good. First. Okay. All right. My name's Waylon Ermine. I come from down the coastways and been traveling about a while now for seeing what needs done, what needs guarding, what needs protecting. This is a lively place and been enjoyable so far. Just an humble turtle. Ain't got much complicated to say about myself.
Alright. Urzoff?
It's nice to meet you all. Name's Urzoff. Don't let my muscular appearance deter you from me, though. I'm quite the kind-hearted orc. I come from the Menagerie Coast, and I've been traveling the Dwendalian Empire trying to help those that have been oppressed by those nobles up in their castles and towers, rolling around in all their gold. Can't stand them. If you need a problem taken care of, I doubt there's anything that me and my trusty battle axe can't handle. And not to brag a bit, but I'm pretty good at healing people too. So, if you need any of that, just come right over.
Alright. Miss?
I am Miz, the mighty wizard of the Cobalt Soul. I will show the world my magic is superior to those wimpy Cerberus assemblies.
Alright.
Man, a few words.
Alright, Moth.
I am Malthik Shagar. I am a follower of Ayun, keeper of all forms of knowledge that I can find, and I am looking for any and all different forms of lost knowledge, known knowledge, to hopefully expand upon my current information and hopeful spells along the way. I hope that my light blue scales are not much of, or my darker scales, I should say, are not much of an issue for many people, since many assume chromatic colors are of an unnatural sort. I can assure you I'm quite the optimistic fellow and will help you with anything that I can.
Alright. And then just Nova.
My name is Alistar Nova, and I'm a storm elf. I'm a traveler and I'm seeking power to grow my strength. I think there's not anything that I can't solve with violence of a lightning strike.
Well, that seems a bit tad aggressive there.
Hmm. What'd you like to see?
And they call my people aggressive.
A rather interesting way to look at the world.
Believe the mightiest should rule, not the weak.
Miz is the mighty.
Put you guys on the lower Huppadook map. Alrighty. So, you guys are making your way from the stairs, coming up, and now making your way through what seems to be a mostly deserted uh, aspect of the lower section of the city, with a bunch of different noises and sounds coming from the much higher portion of the city. Firework displays. You hear many different types of music, possibly dancing.
Cool. Looks quite lively up there.
I bet that's where all the pompous nobles live. Never been here myself personally, but usually when you see such displays like that, it's not from the common folk.
Don't see much about nowhere.
And you guys are like continuing along the path, making your way towards what you assume is the path to the upper section. When you guys do notice that there is one gnome that is still down here working and tinkering on something outside.
Oi there, friend. Could inform humble travelers about what the festivities being about up
Uh,
their ways?
yeah, the gnomes they all my fellow machinist gnomes they're all partying. They worked all day and now they party.
You're telling me the working classes up there celebrating?
Yep.
That's interesting. It's not something you see very often in this empire.
Yeah, he begins to start wiping down what looks to be his open air machinist workstation. He's like wiping down all the different parts of it and it's like cleaning out all his tools.
Well, if they're all up there celebrating, how come you're down here still working?
I don't like party.
A hard
Well,
worker.
that's fair enough, I suppose.
I still got a few things I can do down here. And he starts like tinkering with another little contraption.
What can you tell us about this place? Humperduke, right?
Yeah, Humperdinck. What do you want to know?
Hmm.
As he seems to be giving you guys like a mild amount of attention while he messes with something.
Know about my companions here, but I'd settle for a place to lay my head for the evening.
Inns? There's a few inns. You could possibly go to the only inn down here, or you can hit the inn in the upper level.
Hmm. Do y'all think get involved in the ruckusness up that ways?
Well, if we're looking to go ahead and get some sleep, it would probably be best to stay down here, but if we go there, we could always enjoy a drink or two. And why not get lost in a bit of the culture of the town? It might do us some good.
Yeah, you got to experience the local flavor.
What say the rest
Joys
of
of
you?
travel.
Hello?
Who are you guys talking to?
I was talking to the rest of the group, seeing if they were wanting to agree
Yeah,
for us going.
that's what I figured too. I didn't hear anyone respond.
Either way
Mm.
works fine for me.
Miss just wants drink.
Well, it sounds like then we be joining them festivities.
Then let us go, my friends, companions.
All right.
Let us drink and be merry.
Hey, Tinkerer, before we go, is there any peoples in this city that are being oppressed?
Oppress? Not here.
Good. I like to hear that. I don't hear it very often.
As long as you work good, everything's good here.
But how many folks say yes to that there question?
I don't know. You ask all the folks.
Uh,
Yeah, what did I take a poll?
I would no need to be snide. I'm just curious, like.
Well, thank you for the information. We'll be headed off now.
All right.
I wouldn't mind a drink or five myself.
He just like raises an eyebrow and then looks back down to his work.
Urzoth is going
Uh,
to start heading off towards the celebration.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose we make our way to the upper level of the city.
Yeah, you guys start making your way down the street. The peace of the evening is shattered by a deafening crack of a massive explosion that rocks the southeast part of the city. At the base of the mountain, shards of rock spray the street 100 yards from where you stand. Heavy smoke billows from the cavernous hole in the mountain wall. As you shake the ringing from your ears, 6 cloaked figures appear in the street, running from the source of the explosion and charging straight towards you. Alright, how does each character react?
Ooh, fun. Now it's gonna get interesting.
You said they're cloaked figures
Yeah, 6 cloaked figures.
Running towards us?
running from the explosion.
Yeah, down the street. You guys, it's like a Y street. You guys are coming up into the intersection. They're at the left intersection, running towards the right. Yeah, you see right here. You guys are here, and they're here.
So we're here. We're like down in this part, and
Yeah, you
they're
get.
running
Yeah,
across this way
they're over here, and they're running across now,
from like this. Yeah,
like that.
yeah. She'll kind of call out as they're running. She'll be like, Halt! What's going on?
Miz is gonna try to tackle one of them.
I will stand in the middle of the road like a girthy wall.
All right. So as soon as you're gonna run out to try to tackle him, everyone roll initiative. Wait till I get on the wait till I get on the
Proper
the
map.
map first. Yeah.
No tokens to click, so we should be okay. Damn, Gary prepped and everything.
Oh yeah, good initiative with that +0.
Here's -1.
Oh right, you can dump Dex as a turtle. I forget that.
Who need? I mean, it seems kind of thematically appropriate to be slow as a turtle man.
I mean, who needs your Dex score when you have a natural AC of what, like 17?
Yeah.
I'm about to say we had a turtle that could run 40 feet because they took the mobile feet. So he was just like this super fast turtle. He sucked in everything but dex and wisdom.
You could go for Master Oogway turtle build and
He did
get that.
Zugway. He named his
God.
character Zugway.
All right.
That's bad.
All right. We start off. You guys see one of the cloaked figures start making his way. Dashing. All right. Uzoff.
Let me just do a little measuring here. So she's gonna take her action to pull her shield off of her back and don it, just in case things get violent.
Okay.
And then she's gonna charge forward in front of this guy using her bonus action to dash.
All right.
And she's gonna just stop in front of him and look down and be like, "I said halt!" And that's her turn.
Okay.
So we just see these guys running at this point.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yep.
Do we have any clue on exactly what they're doing?
The only clue you have is that there was an explosion down the way on the mountainside, and they're running away from the explosion.
It might be good to stop them in order to at least figure out what's going on. So I'm just going to... Yeah, I'll just cast Firebolt on the furthest one from me here.
Okay. Well, that's the closest one, but yeah.
Closest one, my bad. Shite.
That will miss as you shoot a firebolt into the area, and the cloak figure kind of like jumps over the firebolt.
Please just hold on. Don't run. We just want to talk. That was a warning shot.
You shot a firebolt.
That was a warning shot.
All right, this one sprints this way. All right.
Let's see here. I'm going to dash as my action to hurry in front of this person and just look down at them and say, "Hey now there, why don't you slow down and we can talk about this all civil-like."
Yeah, so Miz is definitely just gonna charge straight towards that cloaked dude,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's going to like shoulder charge him, which would be an unarmed strike.
Yep. That will hit. This the kill or knockout?
Just to knock out.
Okay.
All right. Then never mind, I suppose.
Oh, really?
Miss cast sleep on this one, and that is it.
Alright. So this
This is
one's
what I had to deal with all Tuesday.
Alright. So this one's gonna start decking behind the house here. This one kind of rushes towards you guys. And this girl, you can kind of make out her
Yeah.
face. It is a Goliath. She is about 8 feet tall.
Still shorter than me.
And she's going to try to sprint past most of you. Kind of like going right past you guys. Alright, Nova. And she kind of like barks, don't interfere.
It's a little late for that.
You're muted. Star?
Yeah, I'm not muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I need to turn that timer off. Alright, so you're using Frostbite on which one? Oh, on her. Alright, she gotta make a con save. 14 will pass. As you try to, is that the freezing hand one, or is that one like,
Frostbite gives disadvantage on attacks.
No, I'm talking about like the, like what is, not the hand, is it?
Frost kind of like starts to build on their body.
Ah, okay. And she kind of just like flexes and breaks out of it. This cobalt,
Disappointing.
yep, is gonna start sprinting towards the wizard who knocked his boy out. All right, this one's gonna scream out, "No survivors!" as he starts striking at the turtle.
Well, that's just uncallable.
With advantage, 23 and 23 will hit,
Okay.
doing 8 piercing.
That hurts. I will stagger back.
He doesn't have advantage actually because there wasn't anyone close, but both of them are 23, so it still hits. All right.
I will stagger back as he hits me. From inside my shell, glowing blue light coalesces and a small jolt of thunder leaps out and attacks him. I thunderously rebuke him.
All right. He's got to make a dex save. He fails, so he takes 12 lightning, killing him. And you hear like a click noise. All right, who's
Yeah,
off?
oh.
Oh, sorry. Seeing the large Goliath attempting to run past, she just kind of turns and is going to attempt to like grab the Goliath by the wrist.
All right, you want to grapple him? Ooh, nice 20. Let's see what he does. Yeah, you grab him.
And you kind of like using her running momentum, like thematically, Urzoth is going to start spinning her around to here, using the her movement to drag,
All right.
which is gonna be like, where do you think you're going?
All right. Shagar.
Well, it seems everyone's doing well. Let's see what I can do to help. And fuck it, let's do another firebolt on the one that's attacking Miz.
Or a charge miss. That will miss.
God damn it. Oh, that's it for me.
Keep rolling threes. All right, so
I
he's
do,
down.
man.
All right, so we're at Ermine.
He's going to coalesce power in his hand and use it to cure his wounds. Because that hurt a lot.
I bet. Dun 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 dun. You got all your HP back.
I say, that was deeply unpleasant.
Alright, anything else?
Will be all I can do.
Okay.
Miz will cast enlarge, but he doesn't actually get bigger. His just muscles just bulk out, and then he is going to cast True Strike on this small cloaked person in front of him.
Okay. A 14 will hit. That's not a true strike.
No.
Truly strike him. What do you mean?
Yep, that's a True Strike.
Yeah, you
And
gotta
then,
like punch him, and he starts like coughing, he loses his breath as you like punch him straight in the throat. And he's just like choking and like puking up little bits of his stomach acid.
And Miz seems pleased with this, and that is his turn.
Okay. Alright, so this one is still decking out, getting away. Alright, this one's seen the situation. Is gonna sprint, or not sprint, but walk over here behind Urzoth and try to attack him. Her. 21 will hit, doing 8 piercing. Die! As he like screams, stabbing you in the back of your back. Alright, Skin. She's gonna be like, please get off of me. And then swings on you with her longsword. Critting.
Well, I'll roll a new character then.
Alright, what's your max? Yours is
12.
10. 12? Alright, so 16. It is not enough to kill you. It's only 13. But it is enough to drop you.
Wait, 16? 16 would... Yes.
No,
kill
that
me because it
no,
does,
no. I
it
said
does the
13.
4.
I said max.
Oh.
The kill you would be 16. It only does 13.
Okay.
All right.
No, you'd have to do 24 to kill her outright.
No, she
No,
had 4
it's your
HP left.
remaining health plus-
12 plus 4,
that's your
so
remaining-
16.
Yeah.
You have to take double your max health
No,
when you're at
no.
0 to
No,
instantly die.
you have to
No.
take the remaining amount of your HP left and then your max amount of HP.
Yeah. It's double at full.
Yeah, and then Spen starts running down the street. You can take an attack opportunity total.
Suppose I may as well.
That's why I put her there.
That will hit. Alright, she's going to use her reaction to use Stone Endurance.
Rolls a 1.
Alright. He absorbs it all. And then, yeah, he makes it there. Alright, Nova?
Y'all are being most uncordial.
And I miss.
Oof.
Oh.
Crap. She starts cussing to herself.
Fuck,
That was towards this one.
You kind of
Yeah.
shoot a blast. It kind of like goes right past him and kind of like you see the orb kind of like it's not going straight. It's like wavering as it's going, and kind of goes right past it into a wall.
Yep. She just took that. Sarah told Preston.
This small cloaked figure is going to disengage and start running this way. This one down.
No, he's dead.
You hear beep. Uzov?
Come on, nat 20. Fucking shit.
Oh.
Get up and chase that bitch. She can't outrun me, I guarantee it.
Shagger?
Should I try to take her out? Let her get away? What do y'all think? Looking to the Turtle and Miz. I feel like
I
we
don't
should
rightly
tend to
know,
our,
just do something.
fine, and I'll point to just a random, like, small object, like a object that looks like it's under 5 pounds.
Yeah, you see a rock on the
Cast
side of the road.
I'll cast Catapult on it and send it flying at Skin's legs.
Okay.
So, dexterity save.
It did a crit 20.
God damn it. Yep, that's it.
Alright, Waylon?
I'm going to recoalesce power and heal this orc lady that got hit real bad.
Okay. Yep. You
Come
heal
on
her
now,
for 8.
ain't no use in being dead now.
Alright, anything else?
I'm gonna walk my way after her a bit.
Okay.
25, one more. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, Miz? You have the one kobold who's like right above Uzov who's prone. You have the one that ran away from you this way, and then you have Sken who's full HP, making it her way down the street.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'll go towards this other small cloaked dude. And same thing, true strike.
Okay, that will hit.
Non-lethal, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
Goes down as you
Miss cast sleep.
elbow another one.
And that is it for Biz.
Okay. Alright, that one is passed out. Alright, you see Sken, her hand comes out of her cloak and into the air, and you see like a glimmer on a ring on her finger. And then a huge cloud of fog spreads all around her.
Well, Astrozone's both in left.
Yeah, how big is the area of fog cloud?
20-foot radius, I think, or a 20-foot cube.
It is a 20-foot radius spear.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
So
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so basically this whole entire area becomes
Heavily obscured.
Yep. Making it where no one can see her. All right, Nova. Yeah, you can still see one of the cloaked figures over here, but the entirety over here is covered by fog cloud. I'll go ahead and find a torch. Are you saying anything?
Yeah, would that do anything to try to block out her wind that she just did?
All right, so you seize the air, compel it to create one of the following effects.
The last part.
Alright, you create harmless sensory effect using air, such as causing leaves to rustle, wind to slam, shutters close, or clothing to ripple.
Just trying to clear it so I can see her.
Yep.
She left. I don't know where she went.
Alright, so wind of moderate or greater. What does it say? What kind of wind is it?
She creates air strong enough to push someone up to 5 feet.
Yeah. What's the distance of it? 30 feet?
The range she can cast it is 30, but the most she can push anything is
Alright, you can get close.
10.
Yeah, you can kind of push through, and yours is more like a jet, right? It's like a jet of air, not like the whole area. So you
It's a
kind
gust
of
of air, yeah.
yeah, you kind of push through, and you have like a line of sight in between of it, like directly in between the two sections of fog cloud. Now, you see nothing in the between the line, but you're able to see the other side of the street and don't see her on the other side.
Must have ducked down an alley, that slacker.
All right, this figure is going to sprint, getting him basically out of your guys' view.
So Urzot's gonna spend 15 to stand up, and she's gonna kind of shake her head and be like, "Where'd she go?"
Yeah, you look around, you see like the two separate sections of the fog cloud. Three kobold bodies on the floor. One of them has ticked twice.
I think.
She's gonna kind of look around, see the other side of the street doesn't have any big hulking women like her, so she's gonna try to let's see, she moved 5, 10, 15, action dash.
Mm-hmm.
She still can't see anything, so she just kind of growls, "Ugh, where did they go?" And then she's going to bonus action dash back over to these unconscious guys because they still count as enemies.
Mm-hmm.
So, would all of us have heard it ticking at this point, or just the ones that were up close?
Yeah, it would have just been Willen. He was the only one right next to it when it clicked.
All right, cool. Just
Miz
wanted to make sure
was.
of that.
Yeah, Miz was kind of close. It's within 5 feet.
Well, they were.
Miz was under this one here, which isn't within 5 feet. Only this one's clicked, and you were knocked out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that part I knew. That's.
That's what I wanted to make sure of before I did anything. I think they're all gone, everybody. I do believe we should be safe. What should we do with these bodies? Stepping a
I
bit
feel right
closer,
bad
looking-
about cooking that dead boy. But he done did me a good home.
Well, whatever we should do with them, we probably should figure it out before people arrive to question us what's going on. Just kind of looking between the group, not sure what to do.
I'm going to stumble backwards from the fog And point to the kobold I flash fried and be like, might be careful around that one. I heard it go, like, make a ticking noise when it went down, like.
What's your
Oh.
intelligence?
8.
All right. All right. Actually, I think the timer was in between. I think it was before Wim's turn, but it don't matter. So on the third click, you like Urs, you like take off the cloak and revealing that the figures were all kobolds, and then you hear a click noise for the third time, or this would be your first time, and the entire kobold explodes.
Save.
Yes.
Here I go down again.
I can't heal you anymore.
I could heal me, but I'm gonna go down.
Doing 1 damage of bludgeoning as shrapnel of the explosive device and blood kind of like sprays you.
This guy and this guy are now bleeding out.
Yeah, they're both dead from the explosion.
No, they're both dead
Well,
from the explosion.
Yeah, because it's not like it's non-lethal explosion damage.
Yeah, but they were just unconscious but stable and took 1 damage when they
Which is enough to kill them if it's not uh, aimed at being knocked out.
well, shot back.
And you hear 2 more clicks activate.
Oh dear.
Urzoth immediately just backpedals.
And then we'll be out of combat. What do you guys do in the next 12 seconds after the click?
Wait
Be
for
away
them to
from the
explode.
explosion.
Yeah, we all moved away, I think was the general consensus.
All right. So you guys wait out the 12 seconds?
Yes.
All right. So 2 more explosions happens. One of them being right next to this building, causing a little bit of property damage. After this happens, let me get back to my spot. All right. So when the fight is done, numerous citizens and members of the Crown's Guard start to respond to the commotion, followed by a male gnome with like a little star on his side, like on his chest. He starts running up. Uh, who are you guys? What's happened here? What's all the mess?
That's
Well,
You see a bunch of Crown Scar kind of run over to like the explosion site and kind of like start inspecting what's going on.
we was on our way up towards the festivities, like, and suddenly there was this big explosion, and these little folks come running out with a big lady, and they done exploded after we tried to halt them and ask them questions, and the big lady got away, like.
Well, I'm the Watchmaster, Bram Guswaddle. Who all are you?
She
I'm
ran into the
wait.
city.
I'm a Wailing Airmine. These are my traveling companions. We just happen to be caught in this situation, all random like.
you just see Urzoth where she is just kind of picking the little bits of shrapnel out of her face.
Mm-hmm.
A friend there got hurt a bit there by the exploding little folk.
Explosives, you say? And then he kind of looks over to the all the basically black spots on the floor where separate explosions took place.
Yeah, there were a bunch of kobolds and a
And
Goliath.
bloody messes that kind of just like scatter the area as well. It seems like crazy nonsense happened here.
I think she ran into your city. She got away.
She got away.
Yes.
What was her characteristic?
She was I don't know, Frost Goliath, a really big lady with
It sounds
I
like
don't know what was on
tall,
her face, but she had some kind of lines on her face.
it
real
sounds like
tall,
skin.
real tall woman, like a tattoo, like on a face.
Uh,
Yeah,
that
She was
she was
surrounded by kobolds that
and
seemed
sh-
to
Had a
explode.
had
about the
a
same
ring that
size
made
as
all this
me.
here fog.
it sounds like Skin's the priest. Yeah,
She
she was
was
a
rather
prisoner of war.
powerful.
Yeah, she was a prisoner of war that was kept here. But I
Oh,
have no idea who the kobolds were. So those are new.
Some of them got away
Obvious,
too.
obviously they were her accomplices.
I can tell by your guys' attire and weaponry. You guys might be adventurers.
yeah, of a sort.
Would you guys care to take up a bounty?
Hmm.
Is the bounty her?
Yes.
Like,
Then
I would
yes.
really like to capture her, so yes.
It don't
We,
sit
we
right with me that going around exploding people's towns and such.
yeah.
We,
I'm willing to give you guys 250 up front and then 250 when you return her.
I have a question first. You said she's a prisoner of war. Where did she
Yes.
come from?
The Quen dynasty.
Question. Do we need to return her alive?
Preferably alive.
Or bits? Okay. Yeah. Never mind.
All right, here, take this, and he starts handing you all these copper and gold badges. That they kind of look like smaller versions of the badge he has on his chest. These will give you you guys they'll let anyone in the town know that you're working under my authority. And then yeah, while this emblem is visible, you guys have a advantage on charisma checks, like for getting information out of people
In this town.
in this town.
There was some
well, be
damages, and Elle points
we,
to this house and wherever they came from. Yeah, this part.
Yeah, where the bomb and that's the prison.
Mm.
And then he
So we
instructs
just
some of the
witnessed her escape.
yeah, and he instructs some of the crown's crew in the area like go
those
investigate.
jailbirds don't fly away.
And you see several of the crown's guard kind of like go towards the prison to start investigate. You see other crowds of people already there as well.
Well, so much for the festivities, but looks like we've been deputized.
Do you know if she has any means of teleportation?
Teleportation.
Yeah, because she was here, and then
That's
she's either still in the city or she's in the process of getting out of the city. If she does not able to do that,
She could be anywhere. This is a pretty big city.
Is there any other information you can give us about her? Anything that might give us leads or where, just general info?
If I know, I'd already have her.
Well, darn. Closing his book and wrapping the leather binder back around it.
Here. And they're pointing to this direction is where the explosion was.
right. And they ran off. They ran off that way, ish.
Yeah. Well, you didn't really see where she ran off because the fog
We
cloud, but
possibly.
she could have went up, down, continued down the street.
Well, we would have seen her. if she
Cloud's still
continued down
there,
the street.
or has it dissipated yet?
Oh, the cloud dissipated.
Are there any traces of like footsteps of that would look like hers leading
Yeah.
up to the street where she was last seen?
Give me
Anything
a
trackable?
give me a perception check.
Okay.
No, her. No one is looking for footsteps.
Shit. Crap, I'm horrible at that.
You look around. You don't see any footsteps from her, but you do see a kind of a muddy track coming from the kobold's feet, going into the little location before the explosion.
Well, if we find the other minions, we might not find her, but they might know where she went, at least.
Yeah, these are tracks coming from the jail to here.
Yeah,
And
these
we
are
saw
coming
at
from where
least
they
we
escaped.
saw at least a couple of the kobolds run off. So I'd like to see if I can like find their tracks and trace them down, like survival type.
You don't see anything.
Mm.
I personally think checking out the jail would be a useless waste of time. I highly doubt anybody there would know anything, nor would she think about going back for risk of capture.
Other than knowing how she got in there, but we don't really need that information.
She was a prisoner of war, so I'm
Right.
assuming the kobolds broke her out.
There's
Seems
zero
like-
other leads. So let's not do the one lead we have.
The only thing I can think of is going
Where,
to the
I
jail.
don't,
There may
where
be
they
somebody
came
that
from
knows
shouldn't
something.
really be a lead.
You never know. They could
She
have left
just-
something in their cell. There might be someone that overheard them talking. We should at least give it a try.
Somebody overheard her talking about breaking out of the prison, I'm sure she would have been put under a higher lockdown.
Not if it's other prisoners. They might be trying to take advantage of this scenario right now. We don't know.
Literally, it's the worst lead. We have these badges that basically are going to help us find information. Where would you go if you just broke out of prison in a dangerous city? Or dangerous to you?
Yeah,
Away.
disguise and go where lots of people are.
Exactly, you could hide in plain sight. There's a problem with that, though. She's 8 feet
All the-
tall like me, and most of the people in the city are quite short, it seems.
Also, the issue being that most of the people in town are up and farther inside on the mountain. Not really an escape route there.
I mean, the most we could do is question people to see if there might be anyone that knows of a den where they might hide such things, but even with badges, it could still be difficult to figure it out.
Yeah, you're right about them being short in general, though. They're mostly gnomes.
Right, but she doesn't
Yeah.
quite know that yet. I just wanted to clarify that most people are short to her, so she usually just calls people short. Blending in, and it seems she has a reputation, at least with the guard, so I don't know if blending in would be the best. Perhaps she has contacts. Those kobolds had to have come from somewhere. Do you, I'm sorry, what was your name again? Sheriff?
He's already walked off.
Oh, she just like turns around seeing that he's gone, and she's like, oh,
Yeah,
well,
you see him heading down the street towards the prison.
Well,
hey, before you leave, are there any kobolds in this city?
Kobolds? No.
Hmm.
Well, that's not true. I just saw some.
Yeah, but as far as they know, they aren't here, which means they have found a place to hide out.
True.
Well, I ain't no detective and sort, but I suppose checking a crime scene sometimes gives you clues about the person, at least. I don't
Miz,
know.
you seem to be a great and powerful wizard. What do you think?
Ms. says, if you find where people break, you find where they come into.
So we're going to the prison.
I, I, I think that's what he meant.
See, even he understands.
I'm not sure either.
Oh god, I
Just
love
like
this
goes
character.
with Miz and is trying to interpret it as yes, we need to go to the prison.
Well, if you insist, but this lead could give her even more time to escape.
She may be scared and not trying to escape right now. She's lost 3 of the people that helped her get her out. She may be trying to recollect herself and figure something new. Maybe they had.
Do
a
we
second
know
year plan.
where the all the accesses of the town are? Like how to get in and out? Are there multiple or?
There's an exit down this way, and an exit up here, and they all lead to this area here, which goes down the stairs of the mountain.
Is
And
it just me?
as as for thinking that finding the kobolds would be of any help, she obviously didn't care too much for them if she was willing to just ditch them.
Poor little buggers.
While that may be true, we still cannot be sure.
They literally exploded when they died. Do you really think she cared about them if she had them have explosives on them like that?
Probably not. She was rather powerful.
Well, it's either the prison or we are just walking around this city asking random people random questions.
Not
Until we
re-
possibly
This mostly deserted city.
Urzoth just kind of rubs her forehead a bit in her palm, and she's like, "No, we're asking about an 8 foot tall white woman who stands out like a fucking green thumb in a red field."
Wouldn't that
You
be
forget how
There ain't no-
deserted the lower
Yeah,
section.
there ain't really no one around to ask there, friend.
There's a lot of pictures in that sentence.
True. The workers, the lower city, did seem to be quite deserted as everyone was here for the festivities. I'm honestly surprised they caught the explosion at all with all the fireworks going off.
Might have been part of the plan.
Should we check the town and the exits first and then go to the prison, or go to the prison first?
The prison's like 100 feet to your left.
Mm-hmm. But I am on agreement with the orc that she did just come for there, so I don't think she would be going back that way. Yes,
It's
there
less
might be
about
clues about her, but it
less
still
about
gives her
her
more
fleeing
time to
back
get
and
out.
more about us giving an idea where to look.
All right, lead the way.
DM for just for reference, how many people are in the city, population wise?
We're worried about your
I
printer.
think it's about 13,000.
Let me check.
Okay.
Alistar starts following Miz towards the prison.
He gave us
12,000.
okay, so it's enough. He gave us the 250 up front, right?
Yeah.
Did he hand it to someone specific?
He would have handed it to whoever being like your face at the time.
So the total.
I don't really hear wanting none of this money, and they all want to do something with it.
Yeah, of course. We're supposed to split it up. He
Okay.
just kind of takes the bag from him and starts going through it.
Alright, so as you guys walk towards the prison, it's easy to see the metallic sheen of the many tall steel plates affixed to the mountainside. The outer walls of the Gearhole prison, moonlight and still smoldering fires frame the billowing smoke that pours from a gaping cavity in the rock and metal, marking the violent escape route taken by the Goliath and her accomplices. You guys see several members of the Crown's Guard on site. As you guys approach, several of the Crown's Guard like tried to stop you from coming in. Hey, you guys can't just walk up in here.
Your their constable gave us these here badges, told us to look into the matter.
Alright, you show him the badge.
Yeah.
Alright, give me a persuasion check with advantage.
I will do my best.
Urza sees him trying
Okay,
to
okay.
explain.
It's either or, not the advantage. Okay, you can get past it by showing the delegate emblem or convincing the guards. Okay.
Okay, so we
Oh,
did.
yeah.
Right,
Yeah, the
good.
persuasion check is not needed. All right. So yeah. All right then. And they two guard kind of like they like put their arms out like to like graciously let you by.
Matacondia, thank you.
You guards could really work on your aggression. No need to be so aggressive immediately.
I mean, something did just explode in the middle of that city.
You, as you kind of pass by and you get like a little bit out of earshot. But I'm guessing who's the furthest back? Who'd be hanging back?
Probably either
Probably
Urzoth or
Urzoth.
Elstar,
Urzoth.
because they're the ones that don't want to be here.
Yeah, Urzoth and Elistar because they
Yeah.
were like, the jail is meh.
All right, then they
Yeah.
wouldn't say it. All right. Yeah, they wouldn't say it until you're out of what they would assume is earshot. If you're the one standing behind, they just wouldn't say it. All right, so when you guys get closer to the scene of the escape, a 10-foot wide hole edged with twisted steel and jagged rocks opens up above the path of the rubble. Beyond the hole is a badly damaged stone prison cell. Little more than soot-stained walls and an overturned bed charred on one side. A thin skylight above the hole matches others alongside it in the steel wall, and was apparently the cell's window. A mangled chamber pot is embedded in the right wall, where an elf in a long leather coat is pulling from the stone. She pockets 3 charred pieces of paper from the brass pot before turning and acknowledging your presence. Ah, guys, a bit too late. I'm already gonna solve this case.
Oh, you are you? What was those papers you just took? Because and Urzoth pulls out the deputy badge and she's like, because we were officially put on this case.
Yeah, I ain't worried about that. I'm a bounty hunter. I'm here to get the gold prize myself. As she kind of shows the same badge.
I see.
She autos there.
Well,
Yenra Emberwind, you can be acquainted.
I'll like try to. I'll like offer my hand to shake, and she probably doesn't offer it back, and nonplussed like rub the back of my head. I'm Will and Armana. We're trying to figure out why things be blowing up and people be running through the streets like crazy folk.
The name's Urzoth. And I guess it's nice to meet you. A little bit of competition never hurt anybody.
Yep, but this is mine, and she kind of stows it in her pocket. Yeah. Good luck finding the case as she starts to like go outside and then starts she's like begins like talking with one of the Crown's Guard.
Urzoth kind of looks around at the party. We don't have any edgy ones, I see. Since I guess we'll have to do this a little bit more of the hard way, and she kind of like cracks her knuckles and cracks her neck a bit and walks outside up to the lady again, and she's like, "Hey, I wasn't done talking to you." Like Urzoth just kind of completely ignores the Crown's Guard.
Is that so?
Hellistar goes to watch.
Oh
If
dear.
you think you're so good and that you're gonna be able to solve this before us, wouldn't you want a few more clues to help you on your way?
What you got?
Well, how about you? What do you got? Well, we're on those pieces of paper you just had.
She kind of like messes with the piece of paper and like pulls it out, showing only the back side of it to you. Let me see what you got first.
Urzoth kind of like scratches her chin and kind of flexes her muscles a bit, standing up as tall as she can and puffing out her chest and looking down at the woman, just like, no, I think you should go first, trying to be a bit intimidating about it.
All right. With you trying to intimidate her, she just kind of pockets it. She's, I'm not in for that kind of thing. If you're gonna try to attack me in front of everyone in here, I'm sure people see my side.
No one said anything about attacking, though if you're going to get aggressive, I'm sure this guard here would love to see you throw a swing.
I don't have to throw a thing. If you want this note so bad, give me 50 gold pieces.
35.
50.
We know what direction she went.
Then how does she get away?
She's quite fast for a Goliath.
50.
40, and I'll tell you which way she took off.
75.
Urzoth pulls out 60 gold pieces. Final offer.
She takes the gold and then hands you the note. I already
All of the
memorized
papers.
it. All right, good luck. You're gonna need
hands me all of
it.
she hands me all of them, right?
What the?
You
It's
said she took 3 pieces of paper, so she hands me all 3, right?
yeah, I think there's only one. Let me check.
I'm pretty sure you said she's like pocketing 3 pieces of paper when we walk in or something.
Oh yeah. That she's I think it's only one that she gives you. It's only showing one. And here, I'm gonna give you the handout for it.
Oh yeah, and what was her name again?
It is Yinra Emberwind.
Yinra. Like that? Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate you being so very kind, she says sarcastically as she walks away, waving like a dismissing hand.
Yeah, she's doing like the same like hand.
And Urzoth will come back over and reading the paper should be like, worry not, I am an ally of your community. No questions. Take this ring and follow blank to my humble domain. Stand back. Understand back. She hands the paper over to the Dragonborn. Here, you take a look at this.
I'll take it from her and kind of look at her and go, Most I can make of this is they have an ally in the city, from what I can guess. And just
Stand back. Like, from the boom?
possibility that's what it was. This could have been handed in and then dropped into the pot right before everything. But otherwise, this is pretty much just telling us that there's someone in this city, possibly, that's helping her.
That means she might stay inside for a while.
My humble domain. Is there a church around here?
A
Probably
church?
several.
Yeah.
Possibly the wait 1 second. The prayer founder.
I mean, it's a shot in the long dark, but a humble domain.
It's a majestic temple to Moradin, the Allhammer.
Uh,
You can probably see it from here. It's that mighty octagonal structure. It resembles a massive anvil atop an iron shrine.
this is a city of workers, right?
Yep.
Sounds like a humble domain to me.
And that is a decent god for this place, too.
Well, they're mostly gnomes there. So who am I talking from?
Probably a Crown's Guard that's standing nearby.
Yeah, sure.
Follow. I can see just a bit of the next word after follow. It looks like there's an I, possibly an N. She points to the piece of paper right where the burn stretches, where the little tiny dot is, and just the very subtle curvature of what looks maybe to be an N or possibly just a burn on the edge of the paper.
Yeah. Does anyone else do anything inside the prison cell?
Erzin
I
is
mean,
flipping the mattress.
we might as well look around. Just because she found stuff doesn't mean she found everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip the mattress.
Alright, so the mattress is already flipped. But you do notice that only one side of it is burned. And it's the side facing the hole.
So somebody sent her this note. I'm assuming that this last part of the note here at the very end says stand back, and it's giving her directions, telling her that somebody's about to blow up her wall or something.
And you give me an investigation for the bed. Miss.
I will use the wisdom of Melora to guide you.
Maybe you get a D4. Alright, a 12 is enough.
Yes.
Alright, so as you're like flipping this bed and like tossing it around and like checking it out, You find a jagged fist-sized shard of bronze lost in the bed. It smells strongly of sulfur and burned blasting powder, and doesn't match any other objects in the cell.
Part of the explosive, perhaps.
Miss finds stinky rock, and then he gives the rock to the Dragonborn.
Oh. Where did you find this?
In bed.
And I'm gonna look over the. You said it was a charged piece. It was like a giant piece of burnt bronze.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look at her and be like, Can I determine if this is the item that was thrown in and pretty much exploded or something else?
Have you ever dealt with blasting power explosive before?
Probably not.
Then no, you would have any idea.
Having come from the Menagerie Coast and having dealt with pirates, would they use similar things like blasting powder?
They would know a little bit about blasting powder, but you wouldn't know like a craftsman knowledge of it. You would know.
There was that one gnome fellow we talked to. He was walking even after everyone went off to party. Maybe he knew. Maybe he could tell us something about it.
That sounds good. We'll put this away for now, and we'll find him or someone that might have a better understanding of this than we do.
Yep.
I think we should still check out that church too.
Anyone else like check anything else in the room?
What else is in the room to check?
It's mostly rubble at this point.
I guess I'll take a look around at something.
Rubble and then mangled chamber pot.
I'll
search the
just
chamber
give.
pot.
Yeah, I guess I'll just give the room like a general once over, dig through some of the rubble.
Alright, give me an investigation. Both of you. One for the rubble, one for the pot.
Why
Urzal's
am I
not
the one
afraid to
doing
get her
this?
hands dirty.
I was gonna
Lord,
say,
guide my way.
I was gonna look around too, so I'll.
11?
And she will just like straight up reach into the chamber pot and search through it, like as
Alright.
far as her hand will go into the pipe back or where, however their plumbing or whatever is. She doesn't care.
Alright.
Well, it's a pot. It's just like a bucket.
Alright, so you find inside of it a strange flat automation the size of a dinner plate that looks strangely like a crab. It appears to be made from iron, resembles a crab, and is damaged beyond a point of functionality. And
Well, ain't that curious?
if you look the size of it, it looks like it probably could have fit through the skylight.
She pulls it out and she kind of like brushes the muck and shit off of it. And,
Yeah, literally.
literally. And she kind of looks it over and she's like, And she kind of like looks around the cell. And you said there's a skylight on this prison?
Yeah,
She
it's
like
like in
looks.
the center of the room.
She kind of like looks around and notices it. And she's like, I wonder.
It's really high.
I found this this thing. Looks kind of like a crab. It's made of iron. She'll show it to the party.
Yeah, it is really high up, and it's not really it's too small for like a medium creature to fit through. And she was a Goliath, so you definitely couldn't.
I think this might have had something to do with it. Perhaps it was the means of bringing the letter in.
Yeah, and when you investigated the rubble, you found signs of multiple simultaneous explosions at various points inside the wall, and then you also can figure out that the explosion came from inside the room, not outside the room.
Lots of booms, probably from the inside.
From the inside?
Mm-hmm. Looking like they brought the explosives in and set them off for her discretion.
Can I tell how this crab was damaged and if it has like an internal compartment?
Looks like it was damaged from explosive.
Okay, so it got exploded with the rest. Does it have any kind of like empty space within it? Like if she knocks on it with her knuckles, does it sound hollow?
No, it's like clockwork device inside of it, mostly gears and stuff.
Hmm. Well, I definitely think this is a clue, as well as that blasting powder ball you found.
Let's put that one away as well, and we can ask about it too. It may be some kind of signature that they can find for us that could tell us who possibly made it.
If
I don't.
if we can find out who made these things, we'll find out who broke her out. We'll find out where she went.
That's not necessarily true. They could have acquired these things from somebody who made them that made them without any ill intent. And this looks like a town full of metal. I'm assuming they have mines, so I would say the use of blasting powder might be quite regular here, though. My only experience with the stuff is pirates using it to blow stuff up.
I mean, any sailing ship had a cannon.
I mean, it sure broke these rocks apart, so
For now, let's just double check, make sure there's nothing else, and then we can take the items we found to someone who might be able to identify them and tell us a bit about their origin.
I honestly don't think we should tarry here much longer. The longer we spend here, the farther she could get.
Ain't much more to look at.
Then let us be on our way if we do not think anything else needs to be looked.
That lady might have gotten 60 gold pieces, but I think we found the real clues.
What do you got? Like 5 gold pieces left?
Yes. Yes, I do. Actually, the turtle said he didn't want any of his money, and she's still holding the bag of gold, so she'll take 50 pieces out, put it in her money pouch, and then toss it over to Ms. It'd be like, take 50. If you need help counting, ask. But should be no big deal for a great and powerful wizard such as yourself.
Miz is a scholar. He can count on his own.
Yeah, I figured.
Starts using his fingers and toes.
He's gonna count them one by one.
1, 2, 3.
Alright, so what do you guys do from here?
Go back and find that gnome that we talked to earlier before things exploded.
Alright, so you guys catch the gnome as he's walking away from his like work area. Like almost like he's headed back to the home.
Hey, excuse me.
It's also getting pretty dark other than the street lights. And I think like several of you don't have dark vision.
I do.
Oh, you're one of the you're probably the Ravenite, right?
No, I'm a Drakenblood.
Yeah, the whatever.
They both have dark vision, yeah.
Yeah, they both
Yeah,
have it.
no one goes regular Dragonborn. They're so bad.
Not anymore.
I mean, dark vision, man.
Uh,
That's
hey,
his only reason.
Urzoth calls out, "Hey, excuse me. We need your assistance again."
Her?
Uh, Not sure if you heard, but a few non-fireworks explosions happened. There was a prison break. We found a few clues, but we were hoping that a masterful tinkerer such as yourself would be able to help us identify where these came from and what they are.
Alright, what do you want me to look at?
Urzoth will pull
Pulls
out
out a
the
little screwdriver.
Urzoth pulls out the mechanical crab.
Oh, an automatron.
Yeah,
Automaton.
the Dragonborn there has a piece of metal that looked like it was used
Ooh.
with blasting powder as well.
This automaton's beyond what I can do. You might have to check out the Master Maker Clef Tinkertop. His shop is in the Idleworks shelf, but it has been closed since the war picked up. I think the city's leaders keep him and his daughter Risa working on warfare designs down in the builder's plot.
Against their will?
They probably work with him.
Okay. Wouldn't want any oppression going on. What about, hey, hold on, what's your character's name? Malthic? Malthic. Show him the blasting ball.
Oh, yes. Let me get that out. And I'll look into the bag and pull out the large chunk of metal. What can you tell us, if anything, about this? We think it might have been the explosion.
He takes it and starts sniffing it. Oh, yeah. This is a projectile used in explosives. You probably get more information about who makes this specific type, because it's got a whiff of something different. I would probably go check out I think we only have one staging creator of this type of thing, and that's at the Firemark facility.
I also have one more question for you. We found a note at the scene of the crime as well. This part of it's burned out, but maybe you know this city a bit more than we do. It says something about the person that wrote the note is an ally of the one who escaped was, what was it, Sken, a Goliath woman. Says they're an ally of her community, common folk, and it says something about taking a ring and following to a humble domain, but part of the note is burned away. What would your people here consider to be the humblest domain here?
I feel like that's just a fairly innocuous term anyone could use to describe basically anywhere.
Information is information, Tortle.
I have no faintly idea what you're talking about this way. You said a prison break and someone named Skin.
Yeah, like I said, she's an 8-foot-tall Goliath woman, very white skin, about as built as I am. If you see her, just remember where you saw her for us, if you could.
Okay.
But otherwise, unless anyone else here has any questions, I'll thank you for your time.
And I'll thank you. And he starts headed off.
Well, if the explosive is a unique blend of powder, we should take it to this fire mirth place and see if they can identify it for us.
Oh dear God, what happened to the street?
It blew up!
I also think we should look into this crab device. She literally hid it in her shit, hoping that nobody would uncover it right away.
You said, Tinkertop, was it?
The, what was it, the idol shelf?
Yeah, the Idleworks shelf.
But they said that they have the man and his daughter working in the, I can't remember what you said. The
Builder's plot.
Yep, in the builder's plot. So I think our first job will be to find out where these locations are in the city.
It is dark. Men need sleep.
Yeah, we might not get much farther tonight, unfortunately.
Can you not see in the dark?
Well,
Men can cast
no,
light.
but the I feel like the grander issue being that none of these folk gonna be around and available right now.
I guess I can see your point. If everyone's asleep,
Can
then we can't
I can
exactly
see in the
question
dark. Sorry, I can see in the dark. Is there any way for us to fix the note?
Nothing I can do about that.
Me neither. But maybe someone in this town would know?
Worth asking about, I suppose.
I don't think mending and notes work that way.
It
Doesn't
does
work?
not. It'll
It
fix the
doesn't?
paper, but not the words.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah, it considers the paper itself as its own type of object. The lettering is something completely different.
Best you can do is if you had the 3 sections of it, you could all mend them together, but
Okay.
Well, it seems like everyone wants to sleep, so we could probably find a nice inn somewhere and just rest for the night.
Yeah, and in the morning we should probably ask if anybody came to like see her or visit her. Like, how did they get the note to her in the first place?
Through the
Think
skylight
through the
with the spider.
skylight.
Oh,
Yes. But yes, let us go to find some sleep for now.
Lead on. I don't know this city very well, so
Well, we know there's one inn in the lower half of the city somewhere. We just don't know where.
I'm trying to figure out where the lower inn was again. I thought I read something about a lower inn.
a tavern would be a great place to gain information as well. So I suppose the fact that you guys need to sleep isn't too bad.
Alright, the Suit Swallow Lounge is the lower inn.
Now we just need to find it.
Well, it's just now getting dark. We have some time to look around.
Yeah, Miz is gonna cast light, and by that he's just gonna light a torch.
Yeah, I figured that was what you were gonna do.
I gotta say, I do love Ms.
Yeah, you guys are about here again. So if you guys just want to go around town and I'll tell you what you see, we can do that. Or you can try to ask around.
Yeah, we'll ask random people if we see anybody. Be like, hey, where's the nearest inn?
Well, you let him get away, and then you see it. You see a town's guard after 1d4. 10 minutes. 1d4 being how many of 10 minutes have passed. All right, so
Who
20
wants to
minutes.
roll?
Oh no, that was for the thing earlier. Never mind. Anyone can roll.
I'll do it. Fuck it.
What are we rolling? Wait. What are we rolling? Because I was talking.
Too late!
God damn it, you son of a bitch.
Alright, so you guys travel around for about 40 minutes in this area. And then finally come across a town's guard about here. He's just kind of chilling with his spear
Ah, there's somebody we can ask.
under a streetlight.
So,
You go ahead.
thank you. Sir, do you happen to know where the nearest inn is? My companions and I are needing to find a place to sleep for the night.
You could
And
probably
of course,
try
I have the badge out and everything.
you could probably try a Sioux Swallow. Got a lounge not too far.
Which way is that?
That's more the north section. Just keep going down this main road a bit, and then take a left before you get to the gate.
Keep
You
going
also
down the
tell
main road
us-
and
It'd be a red building.
Can you also point us in the direction of the builder's plot area, as well as the blasting? No, that wasn't it. Was it? What was the
Mouth.
other area?
Builder's plot. That's at the southern tip, right outside the inner gates. Yeah,
And
so like this
what about
direction.
the mouth?
Which one? Oh, Fire Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, Fire Mark. That's all the way down there, and he points to the big building at the very end.
the one that looks like a U.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Thank God they're both on the same side of the city. I've had some things that lead me all over that. You know what? Let's go get our sleep and then check it out.
Things are looking up.
Agreed. And we will follow the guard's direction after saying thank you. And for his help, I will give him a gold coin
Oh shit!
for being so helpful.
Thank you.
Assumedly, this is the inn over here.
Nope.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Cool, so we make our way down towards it.
All right. Yeah.
At least we got to see a bit of the city for a while. It's odd not to see a guard sooner than that, but meh.
I can't really see right now. I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you.
It's quite alright. It's a nice place. You're not missing much. I'm sure the party would be much better.
All right. You come in.
As he just kind of like leisurely walks.
Yeah. You guys come into this lounge and kind of look around, and the people in here kind of they don't look like the most stand up crowd. You notice to your left there's like a small little like market. It's like a single dude, and it got a little sign in front of it that says Udolph's Market, and it says we buy adventuring gear.
We buy adventuring gear.
Alrighty then.
Actually, I might have something to sell to this guy. I was given to it by some of my colleagues, but I don't really think I'm gonna make much use of it. Unless I guess any of you can use a disguise kit. I'm kind of 8 feet tall with green skin. So, yeah, and big tusks. It's kind of hard for me to disguise.
Yes, I see how that is lost on you.
I'm a turtle.
And you as well.
Use a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I could probably still disguise myself if I tried, though I prefer more magical means.
Like has a different kind of dragon.
Oh, yes.
Like
I'm gonna.
maybe one of those lizard types.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna take that as a no. Nobody wants this. I'm trying to find disguise kit. It's 25. Yeah, she'll walk over to the dude and set the disguise kit down on his little like kiosk and be like, "Hey, we buy this?"
He looks at it. This doesn't even look used.
Yeah, do you really think that I would use this? She's like looking like almost straight down.
Kind of looks up. Yeah, you right. Yeah, I'll give you 18 for it.
Yeah, sure. That sounds fine to me.
Yeah, if you need to sell anything, come here.
Yeah, that's why I came over here, to sell you this disguise kit, but, yeah, 18 gold's a deal.
All right, he hands you a small pouch.
She'll take
Is
it without
there
checking it.
is there like a bar or someone who looks like they might own this place standing about somewhere?
Yeah, there's like a reception area, and then off to the side, it's like a separate room, and you see like people coming in and out with drinks.
Oh, I haven't had a drink in a few days. It's been a lot of traveling to get out here. And then Urzoth will be like, I thank you much for the business, sir. I'm gonna go get me some drinks.
Miz will follow wherever the drinks are.
And Urzoth is going to head over to where the people came out of.
All right, yeah, you go inside, and you see a small assortment of gnomes, like goblins, orcs, like all the people that would be less likely to be in the upper sections partying.
Right, the Urzoth gets it.
Yeah.
Urzoth will walk in with the party and kind of look around, seeing a few of her own kind, and kind of smiling a bit. And then she'll make her way over to the counter and wait for the rest of the party to come up.
Yeah, Miz is
I'll
gonna go
follow
to the
behind.
counter as well.
All right, and
So,
the party gets up. A gnome fella like announces himself. Yeah, I'm Tinker. What do you want?
nice to meet you, Tinker. The name's Urzoth. How much to buy everybody in here around?
What do you want around? We have Moondrop. There's a shot we have here. We also got the Anvil, and we have the Massacre.
Ooh, how much is the massacre?
The Massacre is 1 silver piece each.
Oh yeah, drinks on me for the whole house, and she just sets like 15 gold on the counter.
All right, so what? 15 gold. That's what 150.
150 silver.
Yep.
Yeah.
The gnome kind of like stands up on the table real quick. She's buying for everyone. And then like a bunch of the people kind of raise their drinks up.
Massacres on me!
Yeah, people kind of come up, like kind of slap your back.
Out of
and shit like-
context, that don't sound like a good thing.
Miz is the first there to pat Urzoth on the back, and then he waits a drink because he wants one so bad.
I'll indulge.
Yeah, the Massacre is just a mix of all the drinks they have,
Sounds perfect.
and then a slight bit of a sweet wine.
I'll just take a glass of wine. That sounds good for me.
Well, you might be a bit of a lightweight, but it's still on me.
I thank you for your generosity.
Yeah, he gives you some
I
of
hope
the sweet wine.
I open
believe
like
in
my
spreading kindness where I go.
I open like my turtle beak and like put my head straight up and just dump the drink inside my throat.
Gradually sips my wine while watching everyone else get drunk.
Urzoth will do 3 shots of massacre, and then pull out her horn, which is a trombone. I've decided it's a trombone.
Mm-hmm.
And she's gonna pull it out and be like, "All right, let's get some entertainment going." She's gonna start playing a jaunty tavern tune, really horribly, but everybody's gonna be drunk as fuck, so it doesn't matter.
All right.
She's just like already getting a little bit sloshed from the 3 massacre shots back to back, and she's just like,
Oh my.
My ears. My beautiful ears.
Yeah, Miz is gonna grab 2 drinks and he's gonna like shotgun him down his chest like a Stone Cold Steve Austin style, just
All right.
right to the head.
Sure. Give me a con save. Ooh, just whiz by. You feel it, but you still take it. You're still standing.
Was that Miz casting protection from poison?
Miz is too drunk for magic right now. Or not yet, but he will be soon.
Give it time. They're all going to be sloshed off their asses.
Mm-hmm.
I just do the 1 drink out of politeness.
As she's
I sip
playing,
the massacre.
Urzoth is going to slip her ballad in. It says to give shelter, but I don't need the shelter, but that's what they would approach for, if any do approach.
Yeah. You get someone who gives you like a wink.
Urzoth kind of winks back.
Yeah, it's like a gnome chick.
And just like kind of nods knowingly, but kind of like points to the trombone to signal that she's playing and trying to lighten up the tavern a bit, and we'll be over later.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to see if I can find someone about renting rooms.
All right. Yeah, you'd have to head out of the bar area and back into the main area.
I do so.
All right. You kind of leave the loudness of the bar, and then come back into what is the main inn, where you see a female gnome.
Excuse me, miss. I'm looking to secure lodging for the evening for me and some of my companions thereabouts.
All right, names.
Uh, Waylon, Urzoff, Malrith, Miz, and what was the other one? Alistar.
Alistar.
All right, that'd be 1 gold for the 5 of you. Separate rooms, I suppose.
Yeah, if you can manage it.
We have 4 open.
I'll bunk with one of them lots. Fine. All right. I'll put a gold on the counter.
She takes the gold and kind of gives you like a weird look.
Something I can help you with.
And then she kind of like just goes back to like writing in her log.
All right then. Thank you. Thank you now. Assuming she gave us keys or something.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go find the other people. Again.
Yep.
I got us some rooms. Could only get 4. Can I sleep on one of y'all's floor?
You sleep with Miss. No worry. No worry.
Much obliged to that, friend. And I'll hand out keys to everyone.
Just kind of nods as you hand me the key, still sipping from the first glass of wine.
Yeah, Miz is gonna have another too.
All
This
right.
is brain juice.
All right. DC is going up now. You fail. So you take 2 more of these shots, and then veins start pulsing through your eyes, like giving like a real bloodshot looking. And you kind of look left and look right, and you're looking at Uzov, and you see her, and then you see 2 of her, and then you see 4 of her, and then it's black.
Oh dear. I catch him before he can fall to the floor.
All right. And then as he does this, they roll like massacre.
Urzot's just like, yeah!
Alright, there, friend. Time for us to turn in for the evening. Good night, folks. We'll see y'all in the morning.
As you start trying to carry him off. What's your
I'm pretty
strength?
strong.
Yeah, you have a pretty good strength, right?
16.
Yeah, you're good. You kind of
Miz just
throw him
like
on your shoulder, on your shell.
There we go.
he's just muttering in like his passed out state, like cast sleep on Miz.
Sounds right, friend. You can't sleep on you.
After Alistar sees that, he just passed out drinking this drink she's been sipping. She just slides it like away from her.
Probably for the best, dear.
I've been sipping on it.
Yeah, you haven't even finished the first one.
No.
Yeah, it's I was doing it at like DC 8, then DC 10, then 12, then 14, but he was doing 2 at a time, so he just skipped to the 14 right away.
Oh, so close.
Yeah, that's for the first one. It's a 5.
All right, so you're like really tipsy just off the one.
Yeah.
You
He
didn't even
slides it. She
finish
tries to
it.
slide over.
Yeah, she didn't
Probably
even finish
spills.
it, so that's why I didn't make her pass the fuck out.
Yeah, but she's already.
Yeah, you felt it. Your cheeks are pretty like blush
It
red.
took like maybe 3 sips.
It
Lightweight
seems,
confirmed.
it seems
It's a lot of alcohol.
it's getting to you too.
Got a little hiccup with your thing
It's
now.
not getting to me. I'm always. She stumbles on her words.
Yes, I'm sure that is quite normal for you. Sipping a little bit more of my wine. But it's quite all right. Not
Which
everyone can handle alcohol.
way is my? That way, and she points in all directions.
This way, dear, and I kind of like partially point her to the correct area where she can probably still see the turtle carrying the passed out dude.
Okay, she starts to try to walk that way, but she's stumbling and like falling like
And,
down.
yeah, do a dex save with a disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you're
Damn.
catching yourself the entire time. You're like you're drunk as shit, but it's like there's like a way that you're just keeping yourself up, just following the turtle. It's
Yeah.
like you're fixated on the turtle. Like there's nothing else but the turtle.
I've had those drunken walks before. Do you need any help?
Why am I trying to load my bowl up? My bowl's already loaded.
Nope. I'm just gonna follow the beautiful turtle.
All
She
right,
keeps going.
Watch the stairs if there are any.
Seeing
ground
most of the
moving.
others. Seeing
You-
most of the others. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I would say your deck save is amazing, so you're doing pretty good.
Seeing most of the others start to slink off. Urzoth will hop down from the table she was on playing and kind of pack up her trombone again and make her way over to the gnome woman,
Mm-hmm.
and she'll slide into a seat at the table and be like, "Howdy there, fella.
What's that?
I'm not looking for any kind of lodgings, but I was wondering if maybe you knew anything about somebody we're looking for, a Goliath woman named Sken."
Most I know about a skin is that she was captured uh, a few months back, and she was being kept as a prisoner of war.
Yeah. She broke out recently while the upper tier was having festivities. We encountered her running from the prison.
As soon as you say that, she pulls out like a little notebook and starts writing furiously in it, taking down all the information you're giving her. What else do you know about them?
Hey, you're on the case too, huh?
No, but this is good information.
That is true. It is good information. Uh, she'll pull out the mechanical crab that she has on her. We found this at the crime scene, as well as a blasting ball.
She takes it. She like looking at it. Oh, this. And then she sets it down and she starts sketching it.
Um, is it just you in this city, or do you have a few others with you?
Uh, it's just me in here that I know of. I haven't heard any other ballots recently. Not in about at least 2 or 3 weeks.
That's fine. That's fine. If you do see this woman,
The last one with an orc is what?
yeah, I'm happy to see that my people aren't always just shoved away for our aggressive tendencies.
Have you heard of him, Gregory?
What kind of check would I make? Like a history to see if I know about him?
It's just if you want to know about him or not. It's up to you.
Let me see, Gregory. I don't think I've come across any Gregorys yet, though. If he just skipped town while I was coming in, that would explain a lot. He must be traveling in kind of somewhat similar areas, but on different time frames as me.
Must be.
But just other information we have is we found a note. I don't have it. My Dragonborn companion does, but the note mentioned the person that wrote it mentioned that they were an ally of Sken's, I believe, common folk, as well as there must have been some kind of ring enclosed because the note speaks of taking a ring and following. And the note's a bit burned out, so part of it's missing, but following somewhere to a humble domain.
And she's sketching all, or she's like writing all this down as you're like going on.
Um,
This is good. This is good. I can pass this information on.
but other than that, I don't have much else information. But if you do see her, she and Urzoth kind of looks around. I see there's a few other orcs, but most peoples here seem to be a bit on the short side. No offense. Uh, if you see a Goliath woman, and Urzoth will, since Urzoth was kind of up close to her, will use her fingers to kind of show how the lines were, her
She's
Goliath
like, here,
tattoos were.
take this. And she hands you over a sketch, and it's a sketch of the Goliath.
Yeah, yeah. If you see her, just let
Yeah,
me know.
I know of her. I've seen her.
Okay. Um. All right. I thank you for the time, friend. Um.
And
And she'll
you have now have a sketch of the Goliath.
Urzoth will slide her over a gold piece. Um. I appreciate what you could help with, and if you see her, let me know.
And
I'll be around town.
she hands out gold piece back. She's like, I got plenty of information back from you that, and this information's already worth its weight in gold.
Urzoth smiles and says, I know I already bought drinks on the house, but save this gold piece for any time you need more.
You're a scholar and a saint.
I just believe in spreading kindness to the common folk. And Urzoth will kind of give her a little like two-fingered salute and stand up and be like, be safe.
She's gonna nod and she like grabs the little crab thing and like hands it back to you.
Thank you. Urzoth will take it and put it back in her pack and head back over. Mal, did you leave to the in portion or did you stick behind?
Mal's been here the whole time, just sipping and watching.
All right. Urzoth will head back over with the sketch in hand and be like, well, I didn't get too much new information, but I did have my friend over there. Well, I didn't have her do it, but she was kind enough to give us this. She places the sketch down. This way, we have a picture to show people.
This will definitely come in handy with what we need to do tomorrow.
I hope so. My friend will also be keeping an eye out, so
Excellent. More eyes, the better.
she'll kind of do like a over the head stretch, kind of a little bit of a yawn, and she'll be like, I think it's time for bed though.
You would be correct. It's finishing off the wine and putting it down. Best to get as much rest as possible before we have to go on a long search tomorrow.
Definitely. I just hope she doesn't take the chance of us resting to get away.
I'm sure she is doing the same right now, regaining her energy, and probably will make a mad dash later.
Hmm. Well, off to bed it is, and Urzoth will turn back to the like towards the main part of the tavern, and she'll be like, "Good night, everyone. Enjoy the drinks." And then she'll bow and head out of the tavern portion.
They all kind of like give a little roar to you as you go.
An interesting one, that. Opening my book and start writing in it as I follow along, probably about 2 minutes after Urzoth leaves.
And she does make sure to grab the sketch before she leaves, and she's going to fold it up neatly and place it away in her belt pouch.
Yeah.
All right. You guys do anything else?
I go to my room, make sure to lock the door, and take a deep breath and sigh before writing in my book, looking over some stuff, and contemplating tomorrow. And then turn off any lanterns and go to sleep.
Yeah, Urzoth just goes to her room, doffs her armor, and just drops onto the bed.
I will, having made my way up first, I will lay Miz down in the bed in our room and like toss a blanket over him and then like curl up inside my shell on the floor.
All right. All right. So you guys sleep through the night and wake up in the morning.
Dope.
And all
Urzoth will
wake
be
up
up.
at once.
Urzoth will be up fairly early. She's ready to root out this person that's willing to literally explode parts of the city and sacrifice others for her own gain. She quickly dons her armor and she'll go to the room that she saw Mal head into, and she'll just bang on the door and be like, "Wake up! It's time to get going."
I'm up. I'm up. Give me a moment. Trying to get some writing done. Closing my book, wrapping it up and putting it away, gathering my things and opening the door. Yeesh,
I will
so
I will
impatient.
do my best to wake up Miz, who is probably very hungover.
Yeah, Miz, when he does wake up, he says, uh, "What happened? Someone cast darkness," and then Miz falls asleep.
Truly grim mystery for the ages, friend, but it's morning now and we got work to do.
Yeah, Miz will get himself up slowly but surely and head downstairs to meet up with the others.
Okay, you do that.
Ah, Miz, I see you've awakened from your stupor. How do you feel today?
Did you call Miz stupid?
No, I said stupor, as in sleep.
Ah, yes, Miz is scholar. Miz knows this word. Miz feel better now.
Good. I would hate to see such another scholar to fall victim to such strong liquor.
Urzoth looks around, not seeing the elf, and is just like, leave it to an elf to be late to the party.
Could be that you woke up a little bit earlier than the rest. I mean,
I woke up on time so that we could get going at a decent hour.
Star is still snoring in her room.
oh, would you care to go wake her up as if you tried to do with me?
Yeah, sure. Do any of you know which room she's in?
He goes to
Uh,
speak and then stops. I do not.
well, there were 4 rooms. Which keys do we have on us right here?
Do
Because
you know for sure
we
that the rooms were all next to each other?
no.
Urzoth will just sigh, rub her face, and be like, "Ah, elves. They
Just
just have
knock on
no
them all?
sense. Elves have no sense of time." She's gonna go upstairs and be like, "Hey, Elistar, I don't know what room you're in, but wake up."
You get a couple people kind of like open their shut the fuck up.
You shut up. I'm trying to find an elf.
Someone else from the other end of the hall. Shut the fuck up.
You can go back to bed when I'm gone.
Alistar gargly wakes up and
Oh,
then she
dear.
like opens up her door and looks out. Why are you so loud?
Another one down the hall. Shut the fuck up!
Right?
I'm loud because you're late. Get up. We're going to work.
How am I late?
Because you're the last one down, making you late.
That doesn't make me late. I'll be a minute. And she closes the door.
You don't have a minute, and Urzoth comes up and just tries to open the door.
You go like fidgeting with your. It's locked from the outside.
From the inside, you mean?
Or it's locked to the outside.
Don't make me open this door.
I'll be a minute, she says.
You don't
Golly, for someone who talks about not being aggressive, you sure are aggressive. Just go downstairs and I'll be there.
Urzoth, don't destroy anything. We don't need to be paying things we don't have to.
Urzoth pulls out a set of thieves' tools and goes, I'm not going to destroy anything.
Oh dear God, this looks even worse.
Can't we just give her a moment of privacy?
Oh, wait, my background I don't think gives me... I think it just gives me proficiency. Let me just double check real quick.
Yes, please, because that could make or break this scene.
I don't think she has any, because unless her background gives it to her.
No, I don't have... It gives me the
You have the
proficiency. It
proficiency,
doesn't give me the tool. Yep, I see. She'll just kind of bang on the door. You don't have a minute. You have 10 seconds.
I have a minute, she says. If not, you can go on without me. Either way, I don't care.
Go on without you. Sounds good to me. Come on, let's go, Mal.
Oh dear God.
I'm not aggressive. I'm not aggressive. So aggressive. You hear from the door.
Elf versus orc.
Oh, it's just the day started and already I have a headache.
I just can't stand how lax these elves can be sometimes. It's like they have no sense of urgency.
The only way to make a better world is to form small kindnesses.
Yes.
I hate to start fights.
Elves and orcs do have history with each other.
Just look at on the positive side. At least she's awake.
I'm not actually sure they do in this world.
Well, an Urzoth's family has had issues with an elf family, and we'll call it.
There you go.
There we go. But again, just look at it on the bright side. She's awake. She's not passed out even more. I mean, she barely drank anything, and she was wobbling down the hall trying to get to her room. Miz drank about 5 of those damn things and passed out.
This could give us a moment to get some coffee or breakfast, perhaps.
Yes, do you expect us to go out there willy-nilly without food in our belly?
I can eat and walk. What about you?
After a few seconds, Alistar comes downstairs to where the others are.
I have food on me. And he pulls out like a block of hardtack.
Oh dear God.
What?
Can we eat something proper?
I won't stop you from getting what's to your preference.
Oh, thank the gods.
Yeah, if you guys go into the bar area, you get the smell of like coffee, like black coffee.
Yeah, Alistar goes straight there, smelling the coffee. She looks at the others, she waves, and then she goes and gets her some coffee. And she's like rubbing like the temple of her forehead like she has a headache.
Yeah, they tell you 2 copper pieces for a cup of coffee.
And what do you have for breakfast?
We have the works, and you kind of look over and you see not an impressive looking breakfast. It's like
not impressive?
Yeah, not very impressive at all.
Do they have bacon?
It's like a form of bacon.
Form of bacon? What do you mean by a form of bacon?
It means you don't want to know what animal it comes from.
Basically.
I guess so, she says. How much for some of that?
Copper piece.
Okay. And she just hands them a gold.
All right, they give you 9 silvers back.
No, that's for you.
The whole gold?
Yeah.
Kind of looks like left and right. I quit.
Have a good life.
Quits for 1 gold. That's beautiful.
So, Mal, we need to talk about something.
Yes, Razoth.
I know you were trying to do good and stop them from running away, but please don't just straight up throw fire at people when we're trying to, like, simply stop them from running. We don't need to straight up kill people all the time.
You are correct. That was a bit of a misfire on my part. That's why I tried to throw a bit of a rock at her to hopefully knock her out, but even that fumbled on me.
I think you could learn a pretty good lesson from this wizard over here, and she kind of thumbs over to Miz.
He's flexing, like super hardcore flexing.
I feel as if his magic might be a bit more on the stronger side than mine when it comes to physical altercations. And he kind of just
Hey.
shows his own body, which, even being a 6'6" dragonborn, he's not very muscular, so to say. He's just very large in terms of his stature compared to most people. Not to an orc, of course.
Hey, just because he can pull off semantic components a little bit better than you, maybe you could learn a thing or two from him.
Maybe I could. But for now, I think I'll stick to my own spells. And he kind of pats where he keeps his book.
That's fair enough. Well, I guess Alistar is already over there getting some coffee and breakfast, so at least she's urgent about that. Let's head over with her.
Yes, that would be wonderful.
And Miz is gonna go there too, but since there's no one available to take orders anymore, since the dude quit, he's just gonna be pretty disappointed.
You go in there. There's like a coffee pot, like a big ass like coffee kettle thing, with like cups near it, and then the food laid out. With no one there serving.
As they all
I
come
would-
over,
I will
Alistair.
reach over the bar and grab the coffee pot and pour everyone some coffee, put the coffee pot back, and leave some money on the counter for someone to find later.
All right.
So
I
all the
think-
food's just laid out, right? Like it's ready, it's just laid out.
Yep.
I think he
Cool.
decided whoever was serving me to take a long vacation.
So while he's
What did
pouring
you-
coffee, I just cast Mage Hand and start having it to make a couple plates and just have it dropped and then throw whatever the amount was on the counter.
It's handy.
Vacation's a nice.
You say he just up and took a vacation? What did you do? Give him a good tip?
I gave him a single gold, but I guess it was good enough for him. He just said he quit and left.
A gold piece to these common folk is like a year's worth of their wages, most likely, if not close to. So,
Even
I
for
guess you're not all bad for an elf.
even for like a well-established merchant sailor, that's like a whole month's wages for the common shipyard folk.
Indeed.
Mm,
Not many people get to handle gold coins in such a large quantity at times.
that's a shame. Why don't they just take it?
Because there are consequences to such things of taking what is not yours.
She just shakes her head. It's too early in the morning for this, and she drinks her coffee.
Too early. I didn't mean to be
Loud,
Uh,
obnoxious, rude.
Yeah, I don't mean to not hit you in the face, but I remind the party that
We could try.
we do have some
Now,
competition
now,
in
ladies, let's
finding this
not
lady.
go fighting each other like.
My point being, we need to have a little more urgency because we are not the only ones looking for this Goliath.
That is true, and you didn't handle that so well, from what I recall.
Handle what so well?
Isn't it?
Our
Isn't-
competition.
What do you
Isn't-
mean? I got
isn't it
us
more-
information, and I found more information. I didn't see
It
you
And-
finding
Only
anything.
cost you, how much?
Money is meaningless to me. My money goes to the common folk that need it.
Isn't it more important
course
that
it
the
is.
dangerous asset be taken off the street rather than who manages to do it?
Yes, that is true, but that other 250 gold can be put to good use in brightening up commoners' lives.
Suppose that's true.
And
Meanwhile,
that lady we encountered seemed pretty selfish.
We should find her and dispose of her.
Please don't say such things
That
out loud.
Unless
that
there's
was
a laugh.
that would be less than impossible in this current situation.
I would agree
Only
with
if-
my
As
tortle.
long as no one
friend.
finds out, we'll be fine.
Just-
Urzoth. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
We're just gonna go check our leads now, okay, Missy?
We're going to pretend nothing like that was said. We're here having a very good breakfast with, well, decent breakfast to say the least.
What do you
We
mean?
will
I won't.
leave as
It's
soon as
not
we're
very
done.
good.
I'm not gonna hit her
We'll leave
unless
as
she
soon as we
hits me.
finish and do what we need.
Uh,
No one's hitting anybody.
I think this might
Exactly.
be
I'm
rat
not
bacon.
aggressive. I'm
You're
not gonna
not
hit her
aggressive.
unless she hits me. You talk a lot about not being aggressive for someone who's always talking about being aggressive.
And you, for an elf, are extremely aggressive for wanting to just straight up kill people.
You haven't seen anything yet.
I
That's
don't know if I
true.
want to.
That's
Unless, of
mildly
course, it's you
troublesome.
taking your top off.
Lumi.
That will never happen for you, she says. Also, you
Alright,
don't want to
alrighty then. Let's
because it
get
would be the last
going.
thing you see.
Yes,
Or-
I agree with you, sir. Let's go as he just pushes the half-eaten breakfast away and starts to walk
I'm still
out of the
eating.
room.
Yeah, Urzoth
Okay.
gathers up some food and takes a seat right next to Elistar.
Oh dear God.
Oh, now you want to be close to me?
No, I
I
just.
think Mal and I are gonna go.
You seem a lot different from most elves. While you still have that lackadaisicalness to you, you still seem pretty different from what I've seen other elves be.
My tribe is not like other elves. We keep to ourselves.
And I can be aggressive, but I don't tend to be aggressive unless people make the first swing on me. I don't like to start fights, but I have no issue with finishing them.
Same, she says to you, looking you in your eyes.
Maybe we can get along then. I apologize for my earlier transgressions against you.
Note it.
And Urzoth will just join her in eating.
They just sit there quietly. After a few minutes, she finishes up. Shall we go now?
Yeah. Miz, you done using your magic to eat over there?
Not yet, not yet. Miz must prepare his spells. And then Miz stands up and starts doing push-ups. He gets on the ground and starts doing push-ups. And starts stretching his hammies. Spells are prepared. Miz is ready.
She looks over to the orc and she says, there's something off with that one, but I'm not quite sure what it is.
Hey, so far, I've seen him hit more things than you or the Dragonborn with magic, so I wouldn't say too much.
I guess so, she says. She agrees. By the way, she's not very bright.
All I gotta say out of character is the first 3 rolls of the actual spellcasters were an 8, an 8, and an 8. So
Just saying, today's been weird for spellcasters.
Yeah, and all
I
my
hit
spells
I hit
suck
a guy
too.
with my hammer.
You stay out of this.
His
I told you.
warhammer.
I told you, Miz
Yeah.
is the best ways. I told you.
Should have known something was up.
um,
Just kind of
only-
standing outside with what was his name again?
I have the power.
Waylon. Yeah, just
Waylon.
standing outside with Waylon. Oh,
Non-scalar folk
Why do
be
we-
weird.
you have no idea. If only we could just deal with these problems faster, but I'm not going to just make us rush like the orc. We can take our time and figure things out. I'm sure we have plenty to find this woman.
We know the 2 places thereabouts to get information from. So
Alright, so where are you guys
between
headed first?
that, we should. The Flame Mart I think was closer.
Let's see. They should both be near the southern tip, if I'm correct. Builders
Yep,
plots
one
and the
is-
fire mark.
One is here.
Fire Mart, and the other one is just outside the gate. He said somewhere over here, I think.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
this should be the fire mark down here. So we could probably hit the fire mark first on the way.
And then we can turn from there to head outside the city to do the other one.
And while they're searching the Fire Mart is when we would finish up eating and start making our way down so they can do the Fire Mart if they want.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like the builder's plot, the fire mart, and was there a third one, or was it the end?
The third one was the where the master tinkerer and his daughter was before they got moved to the builder's plot. So that one's kind of irrelevant a little bit, as far as we know.
As far as we know.
So yeah, with that, and since we're probably heading out before them with a little bit of a head start, we'll head to the fire mark.
Okay. To the Mart of Fire.
Alright. Yeah, you guys make your way through, and you guys notice that all the streets are like filled with gnomes now, and all the workstations on each side of the street as you're passing through are all being manned, and everything is progressing, and work is just flying through the shelves.
Industrious sort, ain't they?
Indeed. Seems they have all found the knack that they enjoy here, and guess they enjoy partying just as much.
Work hard, play hard.
Quite. Opening my book and writing a few notes into it before closing it back up again. So I believe we needed to go this way to get to the fire mart. I hope
That,
the others will be
That
able
big
to
gray
find-
building on the corner there.
Ah, yes, I believe it was this U-shaped one down here. And then something about a builder's plot. Maybe they'll meet us here at the fire mart. Maybe they'll go there. We'll figure it out.
Supposing.
And we'll make our way down into the
Alright.
fire mart.
Alright, fire mart. Alright, this brown and red brick building is larger than you expected. Its black iron roof stretching over a massive compound, the scent of sulfur and blasting powder, familiar from the prison cell, is fading in the air here. As you draw near, a gnome guard approaches you with a suspicious look.
Shoot,
Shoot, get out of here!
Addie's there, and I'll present our badge. We's investigating the jailbreak last night.
You guys can't be here. This place is restricted.
I got this here badge. You're supposed to let me do stuff.
Yeah, give me a. No, neither of those will work. All right. Uh, I'm not worried about those. This place is restricted. No one can come in.
Well, good sir, we're trying to figure out who might have.
Could you ask someone else to come out? We just need to ask some questions about the thing we found.
I don't know. How much? How much is it worth to you?
I don't know. How much
Well,
is it worth to us?
it is a bit important that we get in there, but I can understand if you really wish to just turn us away. So, what is your price to allow us in?
She kind of looks left and looks right, and make sure there's no crowns guard. 15 gold piece, and I'll let you in.
Just kind of looks into his bag and goes, 15, you say?
Yeah.
And starts to count out some of the gold and goes, all right, fine. 15. You drive a bargain. A very hard bargain.
All right. If you hand him 15 gold, he just opens the little gate with a key, and lets you in.
Okay.
Thank you kindly. And just kind of waltzes right in and goes, we may have some friends following behind us. You'll know them because one will be a giant orc, an elf, and a very muscular human. Allow them passage if possible. If you must charge them, I don't mind. And then just keeps walking.
Yep.
All right. As you guys go inside, you see like a head gnome like walking around, like commanding other gnomes to do certain tasks.
I feel kind of bad interrupting the workday like this.
Yes, it'll only be a moment or two, hopefully. Just make sure our badges are on display, so hopefully that'll move this along faster.
You wants to do the talking, or should I?
I'll try talking to him this time around. I have a bit of a presence to me should I need to be a little more persuasive.
Alright then.
And I'll walk up to the head gnome that's walking around commanding people.
Whoa! Who let you in here?
We got permission from the guard in the front. We're kind of on some business right now for the sheriff of the town. The jailbreak from last night.
I didn't hear anything about a jailbreak.
Oh, it's probably being kept hush-hush for various reasons. What was the name of her again? Skin?
Skin.
The Goliath that was held here. This woman named Skin, I believe.
I see you, Daniel. You better keep on that work. All right,
Just kind of
can you hurry this along?
He's talking to. Yes, we were wondering if you could look at this item for us and tell us anything about it. We were told this might be the place to look, and I pull out the bronze item. We believe this may have been used in the breakout to free the prisoner.
Made itself a boom.
You need help? All right, let me see it.
Yes, here you go, and I hand it off to him.
He like gets it and he like sniffs it and he starts inspecting it. And then he puts it he like walks over to one of this gnome, like a female gnome, and like puts it down on it. He's like do a chemical test on this. She takes a little bit of like she starts scratching at it and then she puts it on like a little chemical pad she has. And she's like, yeah. He's like, I thought so. He's like, Yeah, this is top quality stuff. This is kind of stuff we make.
So, not the kind of stuff just the common ragamuffin could get their hands on.
No, this is my work. But he starts looking through his ledgers, and then he starts going around like he starts going around this like little outside areas where all the stock is, and he comes back. He's like, yeah, everything's accounted for. I don't know. It, we have a really impressive guard force here that watches over the whole facility, and the importance of work done here with escalating need to overpower the Kryn dynasty. There's no way anyone made it in here. So someone else had to make this.
But it had to have been someone about your lot skill level.
Yeah.
Is there anyone other than you that might have the skill level to do this here within this town that you may know of?
Well, there is another. One of my most talented powder artisans has been ill for a few weeks. He, she's the only one that I think is good enough to make anything like this.
Would you think she'd have assisted in this here jailbreak?
Doesn't sound like her.
Hmm.
Well, some of the best spies tend to know how to blend in and hide what they really are.
We ain't accusing her of nothing, but we might need to ask her a few questions if you could tell us where she might be.
Yes, we
Well,
just want to get to the bottom of this. We have been asked to look into it.
all right. Well, her name's Nima Cinerid.
Nina.
Yeah, and she's been
Nina?
one of the Nima
Nina.
Nima Cinerid. She's been one of the Firemark facility's most diligent suppliers of raw materials and most skilled crafters of high quality blasting powder. At least until she took ill about 3 weeks ago. Now she's been holed up in her house in the northern part of town with the iron lot ever since. We tried to visit her off and on, but she won't let anyone in. Noticeably fearful. And you guys can kind of see that he has like a he noticeably fearful over how bad the illness might be.
That is a bit serious then. We might be able to look into it. I believe we have some people who might be able to help with this.
I can get the Missy Alonso over. See if I can help draw some vitality back into her old bones.
Yes, that'd be quite helpful if we could get her back on her feet. Possibly lead us where we need to go. We think, where would you say her house is again, just so we can make sure we find the right one? Any distinctive marking?
It's the northern side. Then he starts writing down like a little directions on like a sketch pad on some random gnome's desk, and then hands it over.
Thank you kindly for all your helpfulness.
Yes, thank you so much. And I'll take it, fold up the thing, put it in my pocket, and I'll take out a gold coin and hand it to him. Be like, for your trouble, sir.
Oh, thank you. Here, take this with you, and he hands you a pouch of blasting powder.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
Oh, dang.
And it was
All
a
right,
pouch of blasting powder.
Yep.
I guess we'll make our way back outside. And you can jump over to the other group now, probably.
Yeah, we'll be taking our leave from that.
All right. And you guys were headed to H3, or not H3, the builder's plot.
Yeah, since she has the crab, she's gonna be. She knows they said it was just outside the southern wall,
Mm-hmm.
So that's where she's gonna head.
Yep, so stepping past the outer walls of the city brings you back into the dusty expanse of the assembly yard. Row after row of shaded construction, bays, and towers flank partially built catapults, heavy cannons, and other odd experimental weaponry, encircled by metal fences. Following the directions you were given to the builder's plot leads you toward the high piles of metal sheeting and the sounds of incessant hammering.
Hmm. Is there anyone around?
Yeah, you see what it seems to be two gnomes, a male and a female, constructing what looks to be like a metallic, uh, like device or like a metallic vehicle with big like wings on the top.
She just looks at the thing and then looks at them, remembering that he said that it was a man and his daughter, and she's just going to approach them and go, "Good day to you two.
Ah, what? Oh, hey.
Um, I take it that you are the master tinker and you are his daughter."
Yeah, yeah, that's me. And then he starts going back into his work and like kind of like zoning out. And she's kind of like still looking at you like, Dad. Yeah. What? What do you need?
Uh, um, we're just investigating a prison break of the Goliath skin. Um, we found something and we're told that only someone of your skill could have made it. It was at the crime scene. And she pulls out the mechanical crab.
Oh, let me see that thing. Oh, that's peculiar. Let me see. He starts getting messing with it with his screwdriver. He pulls down these little goggles, like the eyepieces that like kind of magnify his vision, and he kind of looks at it. And he's thinking, oh, interesting. Yeah. Uh, this is an older model. Let me. And he brings it over to his little like work table, about like 15 feet away from where they're working, and start like messing with it, comparing it with some like other devices he has. No. This ain't an older model. Hmm. Ah. That's why. I figured out what it is. This is some poor copy of one of my earlier models. This this kind of reminds me of someone's work I used to know, an old colleague of mine.
Well, as I said, I found it at the crime scene, and I think it may have been used to get a note inside the prison unnoticed.
You don't say.
Uh, what can you tell me about this copycat?
Hmm. Well, his name Huron Stalma. He was quite talented, but he was really impatient. He was prone to copying the work of others, but he executed quite poorly.
Hmm.
I don't think he's been seen in Humperdinck for years, though.
Well, you wouldn't happen to know or have seen any kobolds in the city before, have you?
Uh, nah, I haven't seen any kobold.
There were kobolds with the Goliath woman,
It's
and
very peculiar.
nobody seems to have seen kobolds in the city before, which is
Yeah, we don't get many of them.
hmm. Just for reference, may I have your and your daughter's names?
Oh,
My
of
name is
course, of course.
Urzoth, by the way.
Yeah, I'm Master Maker Clef, Tinker Top. And this is my daughter, Risa. She kind of like bows.
Urzoth will bow and return politely. It's nice to meet you both. Do you know of anybody else who could possibly replicate a work such as this?
Uh, we, uh, this is definitely the a contraption that I made, and this is seems like some kind of scratchy knockoff. I'm not sure anyone who would also make these.
We also found a blasting ball. I believe a couple of our other compatriots are over at the Fire Mart trying to make connections there.
That's
Is
a
there
good place
anything?
to figure it out.
It's good to know. Can you tell me anything about the people of the Fire Mart? Are they much different from the working class or from yourself?
Uh, I only have heard different stories about them. I've never met the people there.
Is
I've
it
heard they're good people, make
is
fine
it
work.
is it off limits or something that you haven't been in there?
Yeah, a lot of the work is off limits.
Hmm. I'm guessing a lot of this is going towards that ridiculous war.
Yeah, we're pretty neutral though.
Yeah, I hate to see you having to build these uh, machines, tools. They spread nothing but chaos and destruction.
I'm building a glider. And he kind of like
Glider, you
slaps the
say?
back of this uh automaton, automatron,
It
automaton.
does. It does look quite impressive.
Yeah, we just gotta get this baby to fly.
Hmm. Is there anything else that you could tell us about this crab mechanism? Is it
Uh,
specified to do a specific task, or was it
I,
just kind of a thing that you decided to make one day?
I could I could probably fix it for you.
Hmm. Yeah, if you could.
It'd take me a few hours. It probably costs about 15 gold pieces of material.
Uh, I can cover the gold cost of the materials if I could leave it with you and you could fix it up for me.
Ah, no problem.
And she'll pull 15 gold out and hand it to him.
All right, I'll give this to my daughter and she'll fix it up.
Thank you very much. We'll be back in a few hours.
Here,
Um,
Risa, handle this. Oh, Dad.
For now, though, I think we're gonna go see if our companions at the Fire Mart have made any progress in this investigation. Um, by the way, you haven't seen a another woman come by, somebody by the name of Emberwind?
Uh, nah.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, Emberwood. Yeah, she came by.
So she is on the trail as hot as we are.
Yeah, we saw her last night.
Hmm. She just kind of turns back to Ellistar, like giving her like a "I told you so" kind of look.
She was already here last night. They wouldn't
Yeah.
have helped this morning. Um, what did you tell her? Or information you give to her? What did she ask about? Alistar speaks. Alistar speaks up and asks him.
What'd you ask?
What did Amber Wind, the woman she just mentioned? What did you tell her? Or what did she ask about?
She asked about some kind of she asked about the blasting powder, and then I pointed her more towards the fire mark facility.
Hmm.
That's all she asked about, or information that you gave her.
Yeah, she didn't know anything about that crab work.
Yeah, because
Hmm.
she wasn't brave enough to dig through a literal pile of shit to find it.
Gross.
Arisa kind of just like shrieks.
You don't need to give the details.
Sorry.
For forgive us for that. Did she mention anything else?
Nah, she said she's got an idea. But she didn't tell us anything.
And do you know this bounty hunter, or she's new to you as well?
I've never seen her in my life.
I was just wondering if she could be in cahoots with this prison break. Prison break. It's also if she was awfully there rather quick.
That is an interesting perspective.
Well, thank you for your time.
Alright.
Thank you. I don't know. If you need anything, let us know. We'll be around.
He's already like tinkering with his
He's
glider.
he's so busy. She looks over the daughter and just like gives her a nod.
Yeah, she's also working on the contraption.
Let's leave them to their work.
Yeah, we need to come back in a few hours. Maybe that crab can take us back to the person that made it. Long shot, but worth a shot. Let's head over to the fire mart. Come on,
Okay.
Miz.
Yep, Mez is walking.
You have some high hopes for the crab.
Hey, if nothing else, I get a free mechanical crab.
Yeah,
Which
wait-
is awesome.
I mean,
wait,
it wasn't
wait till you
free.
figure out like what it does. It's pretty great. Alright,
Well, not free. You had to pay 15 gold to get it fixed, but that's pretty cheap.
Chump change for adventurers.
Yeah.
Did we get gold? Like, how do you guys have all this gold?
Because he gave us 250, Urzoth took 100.
Yeah, you should have
He
50 of it.
I have 50.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Okay.
the only
Plus,
reason
plus
Urzoth,
whatever you started with from your background.
Yeah.
yeah, the only reason Urzoth took 100 from it is because the turtle blatantly was like, I don't want this shit.
I was being nice and humble.
That's fine. it's his
Why?
character,
Anyways.
But
Yeah,
yeah, you
so I
should
guess
have 50 gold.
we'll
Okay.
head towards
Just making sure.
the fire mark and see if we can catch up with Mal and Win. I don't remember the name. Wendolyn. Win.
It's like when Waylon.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah, you guys kind of
What
meet
is
up
her name?
around the
Amber?
gates.
Like
Wait,
you taught, like you
Her
taught me.
last name is Emberwyn.
Emberwyn.
Yeah, you guys meet up at the gate.
Pretty name.
And
All right.
quick question, DM. The Huron person's last name I didn't quite catch.
Huron?
Yeah.
Stallmet?
Huron Stallmet.
Yeah, it's where is it at?
I'm actually writing names down because
It matters.
yeah, I'm forgetting names as we need them, and it's not cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to write down names too. I'm hoping like y'all write down the ones y'all deal with while I write down the ones I do.
Thank you, DM. Alright, we can go to the fire mart now.
Yeah, you guys meet up about because they were headed towards you. You're headed towards them.
Hey, y'all. You found out anything useful, like?
Well, the crab was one of the master tinkerer's works, but the one that we found was a knockoff, a copy. I'm having them fix it up now. What about you? Find anything out about the blasting powder?
A bit, actually. Found out that it complicated enough that only a few people could have made it. People at that farm mart place. But Pullman vouched for everyone present, leaving only the one employee that's been out sick for a while. Nina Cinerid. We were gonna go check up on her, see if she's really sick. If she is sick, maybe someone stole from her or something. Something to follow.
We also learned that Miss Emberwind, that lovely lady that we found at the prison who was also investigating, has already been through. She went to see the Master Tinkerer, but the only information she has to go on was asking about the blasting powder, which she was directed to the same place we were, the Fire Mart.
Maybe we should have asked about her. I did not even think of that.
She was
I
doing her
didn't think
investigation
that.
last night.
We had to pay to get past the god to even talk to nobody. So, but she had that money, so probably could have done the same. We should go check on Miss Cinerid, I think.
Yes, that probably be a good idea. If anything, it may be a good lead on who possibly could have made this if she didn't.
I have a lead on the knockoff as well. A person by the name of Huron Stallmast, but the Master Tinkerer says that he hasn't been seen in the city for years.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Curious and curious.
But I also asked about the kobolds, and again, they've never seen any kobolds in the city. So if kobolds can get around unnoticed, then I'm sure anybody in this city could.
Where do kobolds usually live about?
Underground, I think. I don't think they like the sunlight very much.
Yeah,
Maybe
underground and in caves.
maybe they's like in the sewers.
This seems like
Maybe.
this seems like more of a mining town. I feel like if anything, they would take to any kind of mining caverns that may have been already dug out. You know, abandoned tunnels, whatnot.
Maybe we should ask
Yeah,
about that if there's something like that here.
it would be a good place to hide.
Well, lots of them questions to ask.
Did you get a location for this
We
Nima?
did. He gave us directions. It's in the northern part of town here.
Yes, he gave me this little map right here, and I pull it out.
Back to the other side of the city again, I see.
Hey, at least we're outside getting some exercise and getting to see the city as well.
Yeah, that's a fair point. I just hate when tasks drag me from one side to the other and back again. You know, gets a little tedious.
As they do, but if not, where would the fun and adventuring be?
You see, Miz, as soon as the word exercise was uttered, he starts flexing again.
Yes. You're very buff and work out a lot. We get it.
We're gonna have to we're gonna have to be workout buddies from now on, Miz. You teach me a few of those neat spells you got.
Ella starts laughing at Miz as he does this. In an oppressive way, not like making fun of him.
Yeah. Miz is master scholar. He can teach you magic.
And maybe I can provide a good wrestling buddy or workout partner.
All right, let's take a small break.
Workout partner.
Yeah.
It's getting to be 2:30. Would
Yeah,
this be a place to cut it out for the night?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Why we did
Yeah.
the break? Like, I'm cool continuing, but if you guys need to go to bed, we'll go to bed.
2:30 for me. I got shit I gotta do tomorrow. I got another fucking meeting I gotta get to.
Yeah, same. Sorry, guys.
It's all good. We
You're
can
good.
call it.
Don't do group projects. Don't do group projects, man.
So far, I like this group, like, of characters.
I do too. I'm feeling out Mal a bit more and kind of getting a good edge on how I want to play him, and I'm enjoying
I
it.
get to do a terrible accent.
I'm trying to mix an orc's like natural built-in kind of aggressive tendencies while still trying to be
Altruistic.
more on the kinder side.
I'm being very optimistic about everything, and I'm just like, hey, I can actually do this, and it helps train me for the real world. Dope. While also trying to remember a fucking voice.
Also, Miz is the best character to ever character.
Oh, I love Miz so much.
God damn it. I'm trying so hard not to die laughing while in character, because I'm like, I feel like my character knows it's bullshit, but he plays along with it because he doesn't want to get punched in the face.
No, look, if anyone ever calls Miz out on it, Urzoth is just gonna be like, what do you mean? The things he says he casts, he accomplishes. What can you say that you do?
You basically
that-
said something like that to Ella Star, and Ella Star
You
is
know,
like, true?
that's a bad point there.
That's probably the main reason why he hasn't said anything. He's like, I mean, I can't argue with the results.
You cast sleep. The guy's on the ground asleep. What do you want?
I'm just imagining that scene from the Hulk Buster fight in the Avengers movie. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Oh god. Just the fact that this character was thought up on like just the one shot. It was just like, I'll just make it randomly, and that was it. That character is beloved now. I love it so much.
For reference, on Tuesday, Gary was busy, so I pulled together a quick one shot, and Miz was the result, and he kicked he is kicking that dungeon's ass.
What level did you run at?
6.
Oh dear God! And what? I'm out of character. What the fuck is Miz exactly? A monk?
Barbarian.
He's a barbarian with a